Bonjour, bonjour. I am currently in France, Paris. So did you guys know that France and I mean Italy and Paris is not in Italy, Rome is. So that's where we are going to be heading out. Um, Sorry I've been taking so long for this video because I had just been on excursion since I got here. I got a little bit of jet lag. I've been going through some, trying to navigate through the system, and I am not getting no help from no tour guide. Let me just put this out there. I am not getting no help from a tour guide, but I am going to be. I mean, if you are guys are planning on coming over here, I am going to be giving you details on how I booked my trip. And my trip specifically, I wanted to go and explore in other areas. I did not want to stay in one specific area because I cannot stay still. I have to move around. I can look at the same thing over and over and over. It just, I mean, I cannot just stay still. But honestly, if I do think about it, I would have stayed a little bit more days. I am doing a 17-day tour. But what I did not know is in Dallas is 10 hours behind from here. So we got here 10 hours later the next day. So I basically skipped a whole day. So I booked my hotel from Wednesday to Sunday, and I ended up getting here because I left Dallas Wednesday and I ended up getting here on Thursday. So it was just Thursday to Friday. So I mean it wasn't really that much to do. And the way that I got the price was through Google. I found the best dates that work for me. I know I did not wanted to stay in Switzerland. I know I wanted to go around. I do recommend for you to take the train if you are going to be staying longer, let's say for a week or two. Um, get the card. They do have two cards, which you could do the 4, 5, 7 day card, or you can just do the month unlimited, which means that you can get in any boat, bus, and train just swiping the card. I was only there for 2 days, so I did train and Uber. You can use the Uber app over there. But let me tell you something, Switzerland is hella expensive, and the Uber gets there 10 minutes later. So if you are planning on going somewhere, there is traffic everywhere. Plan ahead and leave ahead of time. Also, if you are going to be traveling, make sure that you get yourself one of these portable chargers, and make sure that you take one of these adapters because they don't have the same ones as the US. Make sure that you take a umbrella because it is hot. And we also took a little stool, but the stool, we didn't really need it because we were just walking here and there. We mostly needed it for here for Paris. It was really useful because it's hella crowded. There's a lot of people walking everywhere. And I'm gonna show you guys the stool that I got. Uh, Give me a second. Also, another thing, if you're gonna be traveling, bring a backpack and a small suitcase because there is steps everywhere. The airports, here, anywhere outside, there's a lot of steps. So if you bring a big luggage, it's just too many steps, and you gotta move out the way, in and out the Uber, in and out the train, because you just fast paced. Everything's fast paced. So if you are going to be coming here, bring your luggage and make sure that it's not pretty big. Also, if you're gonna be taking cute pictures, bring some heels, but don't bring some heavy heels. Like I said, you are gonna be walking and carrying stuff. Bring some comfortable shoes. Um, and make sure that they are lightweight as well. I brought me some big ass New Balances, and they've been handy. Also, bring you some medicine, medication, and bring you some wipes. Bring you some comfortable compression socks for the plane, and some pain cream. I feel like the pain cream has helped a lot because I stayed in a really nice hotel, but the bed was hella hard and I woke up really sore. Thankfully, I brought my numbing cream, lidocaine aspirin cream. You can buy those at CVS. They have them everywhere. Just make sure that it says numbing cream. I woke up really sore, and then from all the walking, I am putting it on my feet, and it has helped me a lot throughout this whole process. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stool that I got. My trip is not over. I'm barely on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on day number 5 of my trip, and it feels like it's just going so quick. As you see, the sun is already, I mean, barely going in. You still see it's so bright outside here in Paris, and look at the time over here. It is 9:42 May, and it's hot. It's hella hot, and it rains. Yes, it rains, but it goes away fast, kind of like in Miami. And it's a little bit of cool at night. So right here is 9:41 p.m. and in Dallas it's 2:42 p.m. Before you land, make sure that you download the apps where you can buy the SIM card, because you are not going to be able to use your cellular data from your provider. You're gonna have to download the SIM card, and we got the HoloFly, and it looks like this. That's what we download, and it just tells you like how long are you gonna be staying, how many gigabytes you want to buy. Make sure that you buy that before you land, and then once you land, you gotta make sure that it's roaming on your phone. So you probably have to turn it off and on. Make sure that you do this at the airport because they have Wi-Fi before you actually head out of the facility and go to your hotel, because you are not gonna have no services once you get out of there. The crazy thing about Switzerland, for their Wi-Fi, you cannot just go on swipe Wi-Fi and it automatically connects. It asks you for your ticket, and once you put all that info, then it just makes you walk to a Wi-Fi kiosk. So either way, you have to walk to a Wi-Fi kiosk unless you have a phone number that belongs to Switzerland, and we did not have that. And they have Wi-Fi kiosk around the airport, and we did not know this because, dude, like, well, how are we supposed to know, right? We just landed. So make sure that you look for the Wi-Fi kiosk and have your HoloFly connected. And how do you make sure it's connected? You turn the Wi-Fi off once you connected it, and then if it's your Wi-Fi is working without the Wi-Fi connected to the airport, then that means that it's good to go. So you can download HoloFly. We also downloaded UBG, and it looks like this, just in case HoloFly did not work, but HoloFly was the main one that worked. So I recommend you to get it, and it's gonna work all over Switzerland and even in Europe. So make sure that you get that. Make sure you download your Uber. And then we also use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT be recommending us like the restaurants, what's the weather like, which train am I taking, or what route am I going, and it's been really helpful. You can also use what else did we use? I kind of got a little bit mixed. Okay, so you can also use this SVB mobile for the train. If you're gonna be buying a card, or you can get them at the train station. If I find it more easier to get it at the kiosk. Every train station has a kiosk, and you can just access to where you're going that day, and just swipe your card there, and it should give you the directions to where it is. So you could download that. And then for the excursions, I knew I wanted to go to all the mountains all at once. So I did like a tour bus trip that made stops the same day through the mountains. Usually was an all-day trip. We passed by and took a look and then left. And we ended up staying in Zurich. So Zurich is more like touristic. It's closer to the airport, so that's why we stayed there. And it was closer to the train station that we got to come over here to Paris. We got the train ticket with Omio. So if you're gonna leave Switzerland, you can get the big one, the big train, which is the bullet train that goes quick. But make sure that you book this ahead of time, because for everything, every excursion, everywhere any restaurant, nice restaurant, you need a reservation. So make sure that you book this ahead of time. I booked it 3 months ahead of time, and you can use card. You can use Visa, MasterCard. Some places do not take Amex, American Express, but I still brought it, because that's my first one to get the points. So you can use a card. You don't have to exchange money unless you're gonna go out and purchase from outside local businesses, which I should have done when I came to Paris, but I kind of wanted to buy some little things that they had by the tower, but it's okay. It wasn't a big deal. It was just like little toys and stuff. But yeah, you can use your card. I'm gonna tell you guys the amount of money that I spent, but first let me show you the stool. Okay, so this is the stool that I got it on Amazon. Now I did flew first class, but I am very picky when it comes to sleeping, so I did bring my neck pillow, and I also brought other stuff that could be useful for you guys. Okay, I can't find it. I have stuff everywhere. It's because we're packing, we're leaving. So this is the stool that I got for my son, because he does not want to take no pictures of me, and I am using a tripod right now because of that. But I got him one of these because I knew it was just gonna be people walking by, and I don't want him just looking at me like, are you done? Just really annoys me. So you can get this on Amazon, and the way it works, you just twist, and it goes this high if you need it high, or you just gotta twist for it to. Once you get it, you'll figure it out. But yeah, and then you can take it like that. I also got me a neck fan, which around this time I am so thankful for it. I should have gotten one when I went to Japan. Let me see if it's over here. Yeah. got me a neck fan, so you can charge it with a regular C plug, and this has been really helpful. Make sure that you bring a fanny pack and water container if you want to drink fresh water from Switzerland. They do have fountains everywhere, and it's spring water. You could just fill it up, or you could go to the store and buy one. It's $8 at the store, or 12. We went to McDonald's, and a burger was $11 around there. One burger was, and it was just crazy. Yeah, and then bring you a fanny pack or a small little backpack. The way I am saving money, if you're gonna be bringing children with you, you can go to a nearest grocery store. So I ended up staying at a hotel that was convenient for me. It wasn't that far from the airport, it wasn't that far from a grocery store, and it wasn't that far from a train station. And some of the hotels had fridges but no AC, and some of the hotels had AC but no fridges. So we made sure that we got one with a fridge so we can put our stuff that we got. And that's the way that we've been saving money, by going to the grocery stores. Now we are still eating out too at restaurants, but not all the time, all day, every day kind of deal. And yeah, that's the way that we've been doing it, by saving money. Let me go over the prices. Make sure that you bring a hat too, or some shades, because it is really hot. In the grocery stores, they don't have bags, so you are going to either way need a backpack to put all the groceries inside at the store. So when you go to the grocery store, take you a backpack or a bag, and make sure that you have somewhere to put the groceries, because if not, you're gonna be walking with all the groceries in your hand. And I kind of figured this out when we went to Japan, but the hotel was close by, so. And also over there, they offer you to buy some bags. Ooh, my throat's getting scratchy. Yeah, so the time differences has been messing with me. Well, not has, but it was in the beginning, because it's a 10-hour difference. So I was hella tired. I had a headache for like 2 days. And from all the vitamins and all the medicine that I brought, I forgot to bring some, aspirin. But I wrote the prices that it cost me in here. And I'm gonna give it to you. My diary, no, it's not my diary. It's usually, I write all my research, because I am a person that likes to do research. I like writing down the things that I want to do. I figured, like, if I got a tour guide, it would just make the plans for me, but I wanted to make my own plans. Like, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go. And go through TikTok gave me some advice, some other places that I could check out. So the ChatGPT, and also Google. So when I landed, I asked Google, like, what's around me, or what else, or what's open, what time do they close. And it comes very handy to have all these apps, because if it wasn't for all these apps, I'm pretty sure I would have had to get a freaking tour guide. I swear I have it written somewhere here, but it's just, I write so much stuff. I tend to write a lot. Okay, yeah. So if you're gonna do some excursions, make sure that you go through, get your guide. That's who I used. And then I also I use Google to make the reservations online. Um, and you see, this is what I have, bro. Like, this is all the excursions. Which ones do I really want to do? Which ones do I have time for? Which one is in all day? Which one can I just pass by? So little things like that. Now the main mountains in Switzerland is Grindelwald. I don't know how to say it. Excuse me. I'm not from there. It's my first time. Grindelwald, which is the mountains, the nice view with the green grass. And Lauterbrunnen, Lauterbrunnen, and that's the one with the fountain and the cave. If you guys want to do that, see all the fountains, the waterfalls, um, and there's more mountains. The states in Switzerland are very small, so if you do get a car in Switzerland, the driving out there is hella crazy. They have, like, instead of turning left and right, you gotta make a whole U-turn. And here in Paris is the same thing. You gotta make a whole U-turn, to get right. So let's say, like, if I'm here and I need let's say I need to turn right, you gotta make a whole U-turn, and then go right. It's pretty crazy, and everybody out here knows how to drive. So yeah, I did wrote and I flew with American Airlines, if you're wondering, and I'm gonna fly back with American Airlines. I am worried about me flying back because, like I said, it's a time change, and I'm not ready for that. So for the Switzerland hotel, I ended up paying $9.50. For the Paris right here, $2.15. But I stayed away from the Eiffel Tower, and I would have been taking pictures. I'm trying to figure out how much was the flight. The train to get here was $2.39. The Colosseum was $49. I booked it ahead of time, but they just recently canceled it, so I have to figure that out right now. And then I did my excursions like this. So for this day, we're gonna do that for that day. And I did the same thing with my outfits. I took several pictures and I ended up putting in different dates. Just works out for me. This is what works out for me. Zurich, where I stayed, which was more convenient for me, it wasn't the one with the views. But it was more convenient to me, and it is not it's not green it's not green like in the videos. Everybody out there is hella smoking. You smell cigarettes everywhere. It's not that clean like in Japan. It was hella clean everywhere we drove to. Over here in Zurich, it was not that clean, and it's because it's old, I believe so, or I don't know. But yeah, I think I got everything covered for right now. But if you guys have more questions, I'm gonna make another video to let you guys know how it's going. I gotta pack because we're going to our next destination on our 17-day trip, and we're on day 5. So yeah, and I'm doing this video so I can help you guys out, or answer your questions if you're thinking about it. I believe that the most expensive place for us was Switzerland. Paris is not that bad. Uber is kind of expensive over here, but it's not that bad. And the food here is not that expensive unless you're gonna go to like the fancy ones. But yeah, Switzerland was hella expensive, everything. So just make sure that you're ready to do a lot of walking. All right, talk to you guys later.